Hello?
Yeah, take 5. No,
Yeah, I was got here already.
yeah, anyway.
Oh. Hey everyone.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm John.
Andrew.
And I'm Mike.
And we're here for the Road to Infinity War, our MarvelThon. I kind of mixed it up there, but you know, who cares? We just watched Iron Man 3. And,
Yay!
we're here to let you know what we think about it. If you haven't seen it, obviously you need to go watch it. Put us in your watch for later and join us then. I don't know why you wouldn't have seen it. It came out 6 years ago. 2012 or 2013. Sorry, 5 years ago. It's not exactly my most favorite Marvel film. So, around the time all of these were coming out, I think Avengers kind of took that place. I was like, oh,
yeah,
this is pretty dope.
Yeah, when Avengers came out, nothing could beat Avengers.
Yeah, but anyway, not the point of this film. This film is Iron Man 3. So, we just watched literally Tony Stark's, I want to say, 4th movie in the run.
Yep, and his last full one.
His last full...
Like, where he's the main character.
Yeah. So, we're not seeing any more of Iron Man as a singular movie. But, I mean, seeing this as it is, I mean, it was brilliant. They did a lot of work to where you wouldn't see too much. I mean, alright, let's start off with the likes, I guess, right?
Yeah.
That's probably the best place. Alright, so likes, I mean, Tony Stark himself, and let's jump into Pepper, and then definitely Rhodey. I mean, the 3 main characters of the film, and not only that, but the best characters. Everyone else kind of had their ups and downs, and a lot of them were more downs. Anyway, I think one of my favorite parts through the beginning, when they, well, first the song.
Blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
But Eiffel 65.
Anyway, further in, I meant to say is when he used the suit to protect Pepper when when they were getting shot at with missiles. I thought that was really interesting, and seeing more about, like, you know, Tony dealing with his PTSD from going into the wormhole, and it's making him have anxiety, and everyone who brings it up, he kind of starts freaking out, and seeing him like go through the struggle of dealing with all that, I really enjoyed that. And then seeing up to literally 42 different designs of the Iron Man suit itself is insane. So, I thought that was really enjoyable too. I mean, seeing everything that he made in all kinds of different ways. One of them was a more powerhouse. Another one was more separated to fight. It was more tactical. They did all kinds of different things that I really much enjoyed. But I mean, there's not too much of this movie I enjoyed though. I mean, there was a lot of it. I mean, Tony Stark himself is basically the film, and then it features Iron Man, kind of thing. I said this before. I mean, what this one did wrong, I want to say, is they made it too much about Stark and not enough about Iron Man. And even though they are the same people, they kind of just show a very difference, because he's dealing with his own stuff, but he makes it to where he has to be Iron Man. But he's not Iron Man in this film. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think he realizes that he had to separate it at the end of the movie, and that's why he destroyed his suits. And that's kind of my whole main thing. Like, Iron Man 2, he was dying. And I gave him more of a purpose than anything. I thought that was one of the greatest, like, storylines they could have ever made for a Tony Stark character. So,
yeah.
But, let's go into Andrew. Your thoughts. I'm sorry, I kind of just been rambling.
Well, I like that. It was the darkest probably Iron Man film, and I kind of like the dark aspect of it.
Yeah.
There's a couple dark scenes at least.
No, I mean, Tony Stark plays a darker character, but I thought Iron Man 2 was darker, bro. They were nuking New York.
Yeah, well, here there's just it's like kind of like at times it feels like a horror movie, just in a way. It's like a friendly kid horror movie.
I did
say
that
with guys breathing fire and stuff.
That was insane.
I mean, when I first saw the movie, I was actually kind of pissed off about the Mandarin not being real.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? Because they just kind of built it up like as a crazy terrorist, like horror movie kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I'm Trevor Saturday.
I'm Trevor.
Ole. And I was just like, all right, what's going on? What's going on here? And that kind of bugged me. But I adjusted to it because I feel like Audrey Killian he wasn't like, you're not gonna remember him like after 5 minutes, but he was cool during that 5 minutes, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like he was like doing those cool things with
but like he was technically like the Mandarin, but he was using someone as the Mandarin.
Yeah.
He's the
Mandarin.
Mandarin.
Well, I mean, he says when you add, he even said it in the film. He was like, when you add a face to something, it loses charm.
Yeah.
So, but the whole thing is, I thought he played a very, very interesting villain more than most people actually. Like I thought Whiplash sucked.
Yeah, he was a little bit better than Whiplash.
With my boot.
I want my yeah, we did that.
We did that
No,
already.
not the brilliant. But I don't know. I just feel like this character didn't serve as much of a purpose until you seen that he had the power. When he was able to breathe fire, and then when he was able to fight all the machines and Tony
And he was like
himself.
regenerating. It was a good fight, and I think the end fight was pretty
I thought
cool.
it was awesome, but I
Oh, it
mean,
was
we only
great.
seen him inside the suit. We only seen Tony inside the suit once.
Yeah, the movie should be Tony
Twice,
Stark
twice.
3.
Tony Stark 3.
What he said.
See, it's my
But-
point though.
But they're not enough
But
Iron
he
Man,
wasn't.
but I mean,
he wasn't in the suit enough. He was in the suit. I want to say maybe twice, and that's when he got shipped off to like a different continent. And then on top of
Yeah.
that, he wore 4 of them during the final fight.
Another thing is that the suits kind of felt really weak. You know, like Audrey's
They-
killing
they-
him, like punched through like 3 suits, and they all just kept breaking on him. I'm just like, I don't remember this happening in Iron Man 1 and 2.
Well, that's
The
because
suits
he
just
was
broke.
so focused on his suit in Iron Man 1, and in Iron Man 2, by the time
Maybe they're
everything was
just
taking
metal, you know,
place,
they're
no,
just-
the thing is, by the
He's
time it was
also-
taking
he's
place,
also-
he had 5 already made perfectly, besides the
Yeah,
one
so
that got
those are
stolen.
probably just all prototypes. And
No,
I
they are.
I guess they're all
Dude,
weak.
the thing is,
because they're just weak.
He had to throw himself into a hobby ever since that traumatic
Yeah.
PTSD experience he had through Avengers. So he threw himself into a hobby that kind of distracted him from thinking about it. That's why 42 suits are made, and that's why 37 of them are terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you also gotta admit that Killian, whatever he has, like, his body turns into like 3,000 degrees Celsius, and that's pretty freaking hot. So I can understand
Yeah.
why the suits will just break instantaneously after one punch. If his arm is 3,000 degrees, nothing is going to survive that.
Yeah, dude, that's
Everyone-
insane.
People that
The War Machine,
people
I
that-
mean, the Iron Patriot armor was cool though.
yeah, I know.
No, I hated it.
Well, yeah, no, Iron Patriot
I
is
don't
such
know,
a terrible name.
I mean, they got rid of it after this movie. It was War Machine again, I think.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
it was, because the whole thing is the Iron Patriot was a great design. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's Iron Patriot." Yeah, it's just to appeal to the whole "We salute America" type of deal.
Yeah, because
And
of
I
the whole
thought-
Mandarin thing.
Yeah, but I just thought that was so stupid, because I read a lot of the comics, and I don't want. I mean, you know, if you guys think I'm wrong and you guys read more of the comics about Iron Man yourselves, definitely let me know in the comments down below. But I don't remember Iron Patriot. I really don't. I remember War Machine and all the steps to it, but I do not remember the Iron Patriot. Unless you guys seen inside the comics below, like I said, let me know in the comments down below if you read it in the comics and I missed it. So
I thought it was a pretty decent movie.
So,
I mean, it was not the best, obviously, but it's not that bad. It's kind of right in the middle.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a good movie to
what-
watch. to
What
pass the
what
time,
hurt
maybe.
it? What hurt it is that it was the first movie after Avengers, because
Yeah, you
everyone
can't
was
really
so
beat
hyped
that,
on
yeah.
I
on
don't
what
know.
Avengers was that when they got to this movie they felt disappointed because they thought it was just going to be this great thing, you know,
Yeah, it's just
like
another Iron Man
Avengers, what's going to be next? It's going to be great, and then it was this, and they were like, oh. So that's
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
why this
what
movie
the
made-
stigma
yeah.
of this movie is pretty much.
This
because-
movie made a lot of money at first, and then
Yeah.
it was like, ah.
So, but anyway, let's move on to. Do you have any more likes that you would like to add, Mike?
Well, let's see. The PTSD we talked about. I liked how the format of the movie went, because the whole thing pretty much is, it's pretty much him talking about everything that happens, and so when you get to the end credit scene,
Yeah,
he's
that makes sense.
actually talking to Banner, but Banner completely just doesn't even realize that
Yeah.
that what he was saying.
That was a really cool appearance.
So,
at the end.
yeah, so I enjoyed how the movie goes from beginning to end as like a story that he's telling to Banner.
Oh yeah, so it's basically just something that he was telling that I actually experienced. So it's not like it happened like right after Avengers, so it kind of still like happened, but not right there. And also the time that the story's taking place is also very much later too.
Yeah.
So it could be a time gap actually. That could have happened like maybe a week or two after Avengers, but he could be telling this story a year later.
Yeah.
So
And Happy is great, but
oh yeah, Happy. Oh yeah, but Happy was like dead.
Happy almost
he
died.
was
Yeah,
like,
but that
yeah.
that just
Anyway,
makes me
let's move on to dislike stuff. I disliked a big portion of this movie actually because of nonsense. Let's talk about the Mandarin. Mandarin? What the hell is Trevor?
I'm Trevor.
That man.
Saturday.
So anyway, he was bullshit. I thought the villain, even the regular Mandarin villain, I forgot his name. What's his name?
Aldrich Killian.
Yeah, I think he's pointless. Because he's like, oh, when you add a face to it, it kind of loses charm. I understand that, and I thought that was brilliant. I thought everything this guy did was brilliant. But, like
He was just fooled.
He was
like,
just
the half the movie.
he was just
fooled.
like, and he gave me the wrong impression. Like I was like, I wasn't looking forward to him being the villain. I enjoyed the fight scene he had with Tony. I did not enjoy him. I thought he was ridiculous. I thought he was stupid. I don't know. I don't know. There's just a lot about it. I like Tony Stark inside the film. I think he played real well. I just didn't like that we saw all him and not enough, like I said, Iron Man. I felt like if he used the Iron Man suit more responsibly and smarter than he actually did, he would be in a better position than he was actually in. He could have went into that base, not knocked out, not captive, but, you know, messing shit up. Like, literally.
The movie probably would have been over in 30 minutes, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, it would have showed it more dynamic. The villains would have had to think a little bit more on their feet if he knew where he was going the entire time. But, you know what? I also got to point out, back to, like, something I actually liked, that Tony Stark actually still brings back the charm of him being a dramatic asshole. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, we were laughing a whole bunch of times.
I thought that was great. We even with him doing with this shit. See, he was like, "See, this is your fault. This is what you did to me."
Oh. Did to the little kid, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Dad's leave all the time.
Don't be a pussy.
I love that dude. Oh, and then
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, I know it's cold out there. You know how I know? Because we're
'Cause we're
connected." I was like, "Oh no,
Yeah,
what is?" I was like, "What is this man doing?" See what happens when my ex-girlfriends come around.
This is what I do with my girlfriend.
Yeah, there's a couple funny moments.
No, they did
is
really.
Tony Stark, yeah.
Tony Stark just brings a lot of the stuff together. Although I can't say I didn't really like. I can't say like I didn't fully dislike this film. There was 2 negatives in there, but it doesn't matter.
It seemed like the positives.
I don't know, dude. It's just there's a lot of stuff I just really don't like. It's just they could have told a better story. Is probably what I'm trying to say. Like if they had a better villain, a better story, and they didn't push like Tony Stark to be so much out of the suit, it'd be a little bit different. But I like the idea that they're trying to change up how the movies work. And you know what? I can get behind changing the movies, and that's why this movie technically, you know, overrides a lot of the other ones. But then again, we're in phase 2, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
So
is the first movie.
Made it to phase 2.
Phase 2 is actually pretty alright. And I think we're phase 2 is probably has one of my favorite movies in there of all time. We're gonna talk about that for another time though, because we're not there yet.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's talk about ratings. I think my personal rating, since I'm just gonna go first. I give it a solid 5.
I'm gonna give it a 6.5 because Iron Man. Because Tony Stark.
Okay,
is awesome.
well,
Like I said, I can't completely dislike the film though, but I definitely rate it a 5. But,
yeah, I'm probably gonna give it a 6. I just liked how everything went with how the format, like I said before, with Banner and everything. I also like, you know, just how Tony Stark just thinks on his feet, and the PTSD thing through the whole movie was so good. He played that so well.
Yeah.
And the scene when he was sleeping and the suit came.
Yeah, so it's like moments. It feels like a horror movie.
Yeah, that was some crazy shit. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it, but it was also kind of disappointing of, you know, waiting for the Mandarin, you know, and then it's just not the Mandarin. So
Yeah, you know.
but we talked about it. I mean, a lot of the reason why our grades are lower for our rates, man, is literally because of the villain story and the story itself. And the Mandarin has been very misleading. But, I mean, if you guys have different opinions, let us know down in the comments down below. I hope you liked the video. Join us for our next one. We are watching
Thor: The Dark World. Yeah.
Woo!
And the good news is, 1 month from now, Infinity War comes out in theaters, so we're gonna see that.
And hopefully, hopefully
1
all
month.
these videos will be up by then. But anyway, like I said, guys, definitely share the video. Share it with your friends. You'd be so kind. Until next time, there's not really too much. We'll see you then.